Today we got Five Guys. After the last 3 days of just absolute dog water, I had to do something that was a sure thing. We're hitting up every franchise, so this place to me needs no introduction. Five Guys, to me, is the best burger chain in the game. Number one, not number three, not sometimes two, one. Why? Let's go through it today. I got one of each of their types of things on the menu to go through. Ooh, that would have been bad. Got a little vinegar here. I'd have been, well, you don't know how mad I would have just been. Starting off with what I think is some of the best fries in any game, bar none, are the Five Guys Cajun fries. Now, this is the regular. For people who don't know, this isn't just all it comes with. I didn't want to take these all out the bag. Hold on. There are also more fries in this bag as well, but it costs about five and change, $5.60 for these fries, but they are hand cut. When you walk in the store, there is a thing that tells you where they got the potatoes from. And I do know that they soak these overnight to make sure that they are super fresh and aren't like overly starchy. Mustard is not the play. What I like to do with mine is I got this malt. It's already in my ketchup. I do it in the store. Malt vinegar for me, let me just explain this as we go, goes really well with these types of hand-cut fries. If you are from New Jersey, you're probably familiar with boardwalk fries, which are in the Jersey Shore. Which are hand-cut seasoned fries just like this, that they take this malt vinegar and pour it over. And that's exactly what it reminds me of. Every summer when I would go down the shore, Point Pleasant, Long Beach Island, you get the idea. I always got these boardwalk fries. The thing that makes these even better, we ain't wasting these, is of course that Cajun seasoning that's on there. These to me are just some of the best fries you can get. Just hands down, on any chain, anything, Five Guys are absolutely elite. I'll sit here and eat this whole damn thing. I want to get into my food. I'm gonna be picking at the fries the whole time. I already know what I like here. But these fries for me, they get a 9.7 out of 10. I know there's gonna be people that say, oh, well, why don't you give them a perfect score? It's very hard to be a perfect French fry. They aren't perfect. To me, hand-cut fries are a little too soggy at times, and that's what takes away from it. But other than that, they're so good. 10 means there's nothing you would change about it. I do wish they were a little less soggy, but I'm not that mad at it. And now we have our 3 menu items. We're gonna start off with, of course, you had to do the burger, right? So we got the burger. A lot of people say that Five Guys is too expensive. I argue with them every single time. Let me tell you a few things about Five Guys. One, this burger costs $10, $10.19. Prices vary based on location. This is $10.19. Would you like to see my receipt? Because people say that I'm lying. Hold on. $10.19. Now, you don't get one patty, you get 2 patties. If you want to get one patty, then it's $8. But you get a ton, and I mean a ton, of beef in here. And then you get whatever toppings, unlimited toppings that you want. So I got mayo, A1, hot sauce, 2 patties. I can't even get to this. Jalapenos, get in there. Jalapenos, mustard, grilled onions, and grilled mushrooms. I love these burgers, man. This is just decadence to me. Like, sometimes you just want a straight up burger and fries. You don't want all that crazy stuff, all the onion rings, and also you just want a fat burger with fries. And that is what they give you. Greasy, well-cooked, seasoned, cheesy patty with whatever freaking toppings you want on it, and some fries. And to me, there is no burger chain that's competing with this. Again, people that say this is too expensive, a Shake Shack burger, a double burger, is like $12. It's like 11 and change for the double. This is a double. If you want a little burger, get a single, and it's $8. People just don't, not listening. Let me go. The toppings for me, the richness of the mustard, or should I say the richness of the mayo, with that mustard, a little bit of that hot sauce, that A1, got that nice little A1 to it, spice from the jalapeno. God, that's so good. That's so good. I don't know how people hate on Five Guys, bro. I'm not burger, but that's that bite. Because greasy burgerness. Need mad napkins, that's what it's about for me. You don't get this experience at the other chains, in my opinion. This burger, for me, on a chain restaurant scale, it's better than any sit-down restaurant I've ever had. One complaint, which keeps it from being a perfect 10. The bun. It always gets too damn soggy, and I can't, like, even hold the damn thing. But other than that, that's like a small gripe. So for that reason, I give it a 9.7 out of 10. Yes, 0.3, soggy ass bun, can take off 0.3, absolutely. $9, you can get this, and this is really, really popular on all of the social media apps, but people have known about it for a while, but I understand why it popped off, because if you never went to Five Guys a lot, you probably never saw the option. But this is the super popular grilled cheese, but you add the patties. So you're adding the patty, and I add a little bit more to it. So I got jalapenos, grilled onions, I got the steak sauce and hot sauce again, and the tomato. And they invert the buns and then they grill them. So that's what you're seeing with those grill marks on the other side. This is a very, very good burger. Five Guys is the only place I've ever put A1 sauce on my burgers, but I don't know why, but it works really well. It's so good. This is the bite though. This burger's so, I'm like, I don't even have words no more. Again, no frills, greasy burger with a ton of cheese on this, and then that grilled patty, or should I say the grilled bun, which is really buttery. From what I've heard, they use mayo and not butter. I've heard that. I can't confirm it, but there are some people that usually be in the comments like, I'm a Five Guys employee, we use mayo. It just makes it really rich and buttery in my opinion. After from the tomato, this thing is dripping. It's falling on the floor, we're good. It's just a juicy ass, it's so good, man. And again, they make all this stuff fresh to order. Nothing is frozen, and they make everything the minute you ask for it is when they start cooking it. The service is always top notch. At least at the Five Guy I will go to. I'm at the one in Hackensack, New Jersey, for anybody want to go. Always top notch. I've never had my order messed up from here. And they have a Coca-Cola freestyle machine. So this is Barks Diet Cream Soda, but the new red one. This is one of the most gratifying, for real. Like, I know people are like, oh, you just, yeah, I do. I love this place. I can't tell you nothing. For me, the grilled cheese is really good. I still prefer the burger. Don't ask me why, but maybe it's psychological. But it's still really good. 9.3 out of 10 for me. You can put whatever you want on it. Stop eating a burger, bro. You know what it tastes like. It's hard to stop eating this, man. I had to just go to something I knew I liked. Some people know about this, some people don't, but you got the glizzy, the hot dog. So what they do is, they cut the hot dog down the middle, and out comes this. Just like their burgers, you can get whatever toppings you want on it. And I got a cheese dog, but I got grilled onions, jalapenos, and grilled mushrooms. And mustard. I like mustard on a hot dog. Their hot dogs, a little bit of a snap to them, really flavorful. Again, it's just like they don't do anything special. They're just good. So if you have crappy locations, maybe that's why you don't like it. Or I don't know, you're high. But I liked it in different things from the mix and match. With the fry. They don't have a big menu, but everything on here is just good to me. They don't charge you extra for anything, but no extra for, you know, whatever toppings you want, other than bacon. Bacon is extra. And I think that's where people go wrong, or a lot of people get the bacon cheeseburger, and it's like 12 and change. Super expensive, but still the best quality. Everything here came out to $31. So I got the big burger, the hot dog, the grilled cheese, the fry, and the drink. And it came out $31. Not mad at that. Similar to their other stuff, my only gripe with the hot dog is if they use like a New England bun, which is like the one that looks like white bread on both sides, or something that could hold up better, it would make it so much better. That's the only gripe I have about Five Guys. I don't like their bread. It just doesn't hold up to what you put inside of it. But other than that, it's a really good hot dog. I don't really usually go on my way to get the hot dog, but when I'm doing videos or sometimes I'm in the mood, I just like to have one. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 though. It's still elite and better than most hot dog places outside of this area where I live. Some ketchup and mustard. I usually mix and match. Just do something with that. I just want a couple more fries. I talked about this the other day, but I kind of wanted to like spin the block on it. I talked about how I was happy that LeBron James and his son get playing the same team. The first one's in NBA history. Again, I know there were other people. The one I know for sure, just because he was one of my favorite players as a kid, is that Ken Griffey Jr. played with his father, Ken Griffey Sr., on the Mariners when he was first starting out. But most of y'all didn't really say anything like this, but I just saw it on the internet. And a lot of people were saying, oh, it's nepotism, you know? And which I said before, if you don't, again, know what nepotism is, it's like you didn't get what, like you didn't earn what you got. You got it based off of who your family was, and in most cases, who your parents were. Nepotism exists. He ain't the first one. If you look at most NFL owners, NBA owners, they give their things that are... If you look at the Dallas Cowboys, for example, Jerry Jones's whole family is like right underneath him, and when eventually he's going to give that to them. They didn't have to really earn it. Now, I know Jerry Jones is crazy, but you look at the Yankees, their owner, George Steinbrenner, now his kids, well, rest in peace, but his child, one of his children, still owns the Yankees, and they'll never sell the team. He said it 1 billion times. They are the 2 richest teams on earth. So I'm sure there are other people that could probably do a better job than them, but they weren't born to Steinbrenner. They weren't born to Jerry Jones. And it's the same thing. Is Bronny James like one of the best? What do you get picked? 55th, I believe? 55 players coming in the draft? No. But most late round, second round picks don't make the team anyway. So they let his son go on there. It almost ensures he stays. It's perfect. I'm not mad at it, but I still do think it's really cool because I'm old enough. I remember when LeBron, like, I was like, damn, LeBron has kids. You know what I'm saying? And now we're getting to see all like these athletes that I grew up watching. They all got kids now. It's wild to see. And that's one of the examples. And in this case, they're on the same team, but there's so many players like in the NFL that had dads that I watched growing up. Marvin Harrison Jr. just got drafted. He was one of the best receivers ever when I was younger. Asante Samuel has a kid in the NFL. Patrick Surtain has a kid in the NFL. There's so, and I'm just skimming over names, but there was a video that showed that LeBron James played against someone in his rookie season, and then like played against the guy's father, and then played against his son later on in his career too. So it does happen. I mean, Tim Hardaway Jr. is in the NBA, and you're going to get more looks when you come from a pedigree. And I'll admit, like, that could make me a little jealous. I understand that. Like, sometimes, you know, what if I'd have been born and my dad was like Pops? You know, I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, what if my dad was in the NFL for 10 years? I'd have got to look for somebody, right? Possibly, probably. Like, kind of how it works. But it isn't. And that's just life. Like, you don't always get what it is. Imagine being Bill Gates' kids. Even though I heard you're not going to give him all the money. But you get the idea. Nepotism will exist until it's only natural that if you want or you have kids, you're going to want to give your kids a lifestyle either better or at least similar to yours. So how many times do you hear even in Little League that this guy only plays because he's the coach's son and stuff like that? And a lot of people growing up sometimes would be like, oh, he only plays because he's the coach's son. I remember when I was in Pee Wee football and there was one kid that was my backup that was like, oh, you only play because your dad's the coach. I scored 36 touchdowns in 9 games. I played because I was better, bro. Like, I'm not saying that's always the case, but I used to get stuff like that, but I was always filling up the stat sheet. I don't know what it is what it is, but shout out to LeBron James. I don't know why. I like seeing stuff like that. Like, it's a good story. So, what a W. 5 Guys. Absolute W. W day. It's starting to rain, so I'm you know, close up shot, got my sunroof out. So, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for stopping by. If you don't like 5 Guys, please let me know in the comments why. Some people say it's the price. Other than the price, please let me know. We'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. And hand signs. They made it to YouTube.